Hey, Dan's running a little late. Hold on, everybody.
Oh, son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?
Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, the doo-dah day.
Hey, everybody. I'm not Dan. I'm Joe Dog. Dan's computer just took a crazy flipping. It don't work no more. Joining me right now is Rich. So we're just waiting on whoever comes in. So what's been going on, Rich?
Not a whole heck of a lot. It's been kind of a busy day. It's Joe Bachman and Trey um, are on the board for a park in the area, and they were doing Shakespeare in the Park. And then Nick Tockert um, and the Historical Fencing Guild been mispronouncing it so long on purpose that it's got to slow down to actually make sure I say it correctly. I was doing a fencing demo beforehand. So we were out there with that. Don and Ted joined us, and it was fun.
Sounds interesting. I was just looking for a file to print on my 3D printer, and come to find out, nobody has made it. Nobody has made the little part I need. So now I've got to go into Thingiverse and try to make it up myself after I disassemble my card to get the little piece to get all the measurements and then make it.
So you're needing to 3D print something for your car?
Yeah. Let's see what Thesis just said. Oh, Thesis said he sort of jealous of all the fun you guys had.
Yeah, it was a good time. Getting to see Nick, Manda, and Xander in person again. Trey and Joe, I get to see him a little bit more often than I get to see Nick and Manda, and um, getting to finally meet Mr. Dunn in person for the first time. That was pretty cool too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Um, I had a good lunch. Um, got to watch Nick sit there and get to new students for Trey, since um, Nick's not in the area to be able to teach people as often. It looks like he might have got someone to be a student for Trey.
Oh,
Um,
now, why does my blur background look crazy, whereas yours is there he is.
I have not the faintest freaking idea what just happened. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're
All
not as
right.
loud as you usually are, but I guess that's because of the issue.
I'm on the iPad at the moment.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Um, no computer I have will let me access the account used to start the show or end the show or do anything in the show. The computer I usually use started off with not recognizing the headphones or the camera, and then I rebooted it, and it is not rebooting at all. It goes into Sure Start and then goes to a gray screen of infinity and will not do anything.
Well, that's not good.
No. So I keep trying. Somebody said reboot it about 15 times and it'll start back up. I'm going, what? Did y'all switch me to Windows 11 without me even knowing? Which is a possibility. Um, since this one will do that.
Hmm.
Uh,
I hope not, because I've heard Windows 11 is nothing but a pain in the ass.
um, it, something is being so. Yes. Let me turn the volume up so I can hear y'all.
Okay. Hope it doesn't feedback loop.
Uh, I haven't the faintest idea. You'll have to tell me whether or not it's reverberating.
no feedback or echo yet. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I have no control over anything, so um,
I got to stay up all damn night.
you doing a print?
No.
Is Donna all right?
Yeah, Donna's fine.
Okay, okay. That wipes out my big worries.
Yeah, no. You said you have no control over anything. That means my ass has got to stay up till the end of the show.
Um,
Either that, or you can go till 8, 9 o'clock in the morning.
that ain't happening. That ain't happening. I can't shut it off. I couldn't start it up. I can't shut it off. Um,
Well, I went ahead and got it started for you.
I
I
saw
think,
that, and I'm very grateful.
yeah.
Um, I don't know what's going on with this thing. it's worked flawlessly for years, and all of a sudden it gets to the boot up and it goes, oh, well, here we go. Sure start, and gray screen of nothing.
I had a little fun tonight.
Oh,
Went to Walmart and super glued quarters to the floor.
you evil person.
And on shelves.
How you be really mean is you glue quarters to the floor right in front of the gumball machines.
Oh, them damn kids will get them quarters off the floor.
if they got to go steal a paint scraper and get them up. Yeah.
But yeah, I glued a couple quarters to a shelf and to the floor in the local Walmart. I'll go check them in a few days. Dan, don't tell me you've never thought about doing something like that.
There's a difference between my thinking about something and it actually happening.
Of course, whoever built the Walmart on Signal Mountain Road, those concrete finishes are motherfuckers. They put quarters, pennies, and dimes all over the store as they were finishing the concrete. Them ain't coming up. What's the matter, Rich? What?
That's just
That's
extra levels of dickery.
That's professional levels.
Literally.
But to answer the question you started to ask, Joe Dog, why does my blur look differently than yours? Is mine is powered through NVIDIA Broadcast.
Okay.
So because of the dual graphic cards in my laptop, one of them is an NVIDIA card that came with the broadcast software. So my blur is powered by that. The fact that I can go ahead and do this is powered by that as well. My camera's not moving. It's not something that's causing my camera to track on me. It's just the software itself. And it is also supposed to have room echo dampening and external noise dampening.
Well, I figured out what it was. I was just too far away from it. See, it looks pretty good there. But screw that. I ain't holding the damn camera all night.
All right, I finally got a blue screen. Not of death, but
The blue screen of boot.
yeah, we shall see.
It's a civil war in your computer.
Yeah.
It ain't.
Who's
so
going to
damn,
win, the blue screen or the gray screen?
It ain't so damn civil.
Oh, Rich, I'm sure you do super glue and accelerator, right? To assemble parts for your resin printer.
There's nothing I've put together so far that I've actually had to glue together. Everything is either a snap fit or print in place.
Okay. All I'm going to tell you is don't ever spray, if you've got the super glue on your finger as you're holding the part, don't ever spritz the accelerator on your finger.
Oh dear God, no.
It gets, I mean, match the igniting match head hot. And what's worse is when it instantly bonds your finger to whatever you're holding and you can't get away from it. Yeah, you make up new words.
Oh yeah, Crow and I were actually having conversations about super glue and its original purposes and things like that on the way to take them to their physical therapy on Friday. Because I was talking about the glue and the tapes and stuff like that they were doing for my shoulder, and they were like, super glue? You know, they'll use super glue on wounds. I'm like, that's what it was originally created for, allegedly.
Yeah. For actually military.
Battlefield wound dressing, not dressing, battlefield wound quick closure. The stories I heard was for Vietnam.
Yeah.
So that they can just put someone's guts back in them, close the wound, and then get them to where they can be operated on.
Yeah. And it isn't the same stuff they put out today.
Oh, I wouldn't figure.
Yeah, remember the old super glue? I mean, would actually get hot on your skin. It had the accelerator in it, and when it hit air, it would begin to set up. Now you pour super glue on your desk, and it'd be wet the next day. Hit it with that accelerator, done.
You want to see something funky? Accidentally dribble some super glue on blue jeans. It smokes and burns. Levi's jeans are not invulnerable to super glue. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, it's about healed up now. It looks more like a farmer's tan.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a farmer's tan. That's a welder's burn.
I have seen several of those too.
I thought I was bad enough to just, weld with my helmet and barehanded. I had blisters on this hand from where I do my welding. Yeah, I ain't doing that shit now.
Uh,
I,
is that MIG welding, TIG welding, or arc welding?
it is flux MIG. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And instead of having the argon, it's just flux.
Okay.
I mean, $150 at Harbor Freight for a welder. Once I learn how to use it, it'll be pretty good.
Once you learn how to use it.
Yeah. Jesse came over a couple weeks ago and welded some stuff up for me. Some of the most beautiful welds I've ever seen.
We used to have a guy at work, at the factory, that some of his welds have lasted for multiple decades. And then there were people who came after him, didn't last 5 minutes. Okay, see advanced repair options.
Advanced repair options. That doesn't sound good, Rich.
Well, I have used every other thing. Um,
Well, you remember when my computer, we had a power failure during an update. As it was updating, the power blipped on and off.
yeah. Okay, let me. Okay,
Yeah, Rich, it was bad. The guy had to go in and uh, he was able to go in, save all my documents, and completely load a fresh Windows on it.
uh, Richie, I may
Yes.
need to pick your brain here for a minute. I've got 6 options. System restore. I don't know that the damn thing's ever had a restore point. Uh, Uninstall updates, which seems like it would be probably something that happened in the background while I wasn't looking. Maybe Windows issued a stupid update that was premature. Um, UEFI firmware settings, which I am not comfortable playing with. Command prompt for advanced troubleshooting, which I am also not educated enough. Startup settings, change Windows startup behavior, and startup repair, fix problems that keep Windows from loading. I want to go with uninstall updates.
That would be the first place I would try.
That does seem to be the thing that probably would be the most likely culprit for this. Okay, choose an option. Uninstall latest quality update. Uninstall latest feature update. I need a D2. Um, what do you recommend?
Bear with me a moment.
Mm, I'm trapped on a blue screen. You have all the time you want. Um, this is the first on this computer. Mm.
Good grief. Where do you go?
I'm guessing down the hall.
Okay. I'm going to add a little overlay, a picture. The Friday box office numbers are in for Wolverine and Deadpool. Have you seen it yet?
Nope.
$211 million worldwide. I think it paid for itself.
Yeah, unless it's got a $5 million budget.
It had $100 million budget.
Oh, okay. Well,
They were in profit opening night.
that doesn't mean that anybody's going to get paid. You know how Hollywood bookkeeping is.
I've been having fun. People posting about how great it was. I've been throwing in the comment. The appearance of Peggy was absolutely amazing.
I'll take your word for it.
And I've been cussed out for giving spoilers. Richie?
Let me guess. Peggy's not in it at all.
Yes, Peggy's in it.
Oh, okay. Hey,
It's just not Peggy Carter.
You troll people with spoilers just like I do. No spoilers. Well, I'm going to spoil it for you. It ends in the credits. You ass. Yes, yes, I am.
Peggy is the dog. Is the real name of the dog.
Oh,
of a dog pool?
Yeah.
ouch. Sorry.
And hey, there's more Easter eggs in that movie than a park on a Sunday in the spring.
All right, Richie, I'm sorry I had to step away from the screen and apologize to Lindsay for being very short-tempered when she said, "Don't you have a show tonight?" And I'm going, "Yeah, but the computer won't move." I wanted to make sure that she knew I was not mad at her. So if you gave me a recommendation already on quality update or feature update, which should I click on? I did not hear that.
I had not yet. So looks like the last feature update was back in April. I would try feature.
Try feature. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here goes. Yes. It's me. Enter the password.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No. And
The same
my
password that's on my
password is
luggage.
correct.
And change the password on my luggage.
Evidently, they don't mean my Microsoft account.
That's weird because that's what it should be.
The faintest idea. I do not have any idea what password they're asking for. And I have a 3-page printout. And there's nothing that says Windows password for my email.
You didn't create an administrator account or anything like that for your computer?
Nope. Um, unless they're now owned by Google.
Not yet. Give it a couple decades and maybe.
Yeah, a hot minute. And then let's just see. Dog, I do not have time. Yes, dog, I do not have time. Jesus, because I'm the only room in the house with an air conditioner on. You gotta come and sleep behind my chair. Okay.
She's just like, Daddy, you has a meds. I'm going to come here and give you love.
Yeah.
They want the father's, brother's, nephew's, cousin's, former roommate's password.
All right.
Oh, I got a good one for you guys to sort of think about.
Put in the password. Jam just starts rolling down the screen. Raspberry. Only one company dares gives me the raspberry. Microsoft.
All right, I got two possibilities.
I don't know why I didn't share this earlier when I saw it. Somebody laid out a timeline of the sci-fi series, all the sci-fi series. Firefly happened after the 12 colonies left Cobalt. I mean, it started out Star Wars, the Exodus of Cobalt, Firefly, Battlestar Galactica, the Jules Verne steampunk, and then Star Trek. No, Stargate, then Star Trek.
Oh. It would help if I wouldn't have time.
And if you think about it, it all lines up.
Where's BS9 fit into everything? Or BS. Babylon 5. I'll learn how to speak here eventually.
He didn't throw Babylon 5 in there. It doesn't exist. No, I know that was. I am banned from the show now. I'm sorry.
Okay, all my passwords are incorrect.
Oh, your passwords are incorrect.
That's what it says.
That almost sounds like a.
Did
Somebody-
Dan Hallefeld LOI get a hold of your computer?
I do not have the faintest idea.
You read my mind, Rich.
Uninstall latest feature update. The password is incorrect. Try again.
Rich, you know why they don't attempt to clone me?
Because they broke the mold already.
No. The hackers have,
Nobody's that much of a masochist to have to deal with you a second time.
yeah. Could you imagine if I was a twin or a clone? You think the good Lord knew what he was doing when he quit with one?
Thank God you're not a mutant with the same abilities as Jamie Madrox.
Who's that? Which one's that?
Multiple Man.
Oh,
That's the one where if he's any kind of impact and he can split.
get in a fight and there's two of him.
There's one panel in a comic where he fell out of a hospital bed and there were like 12 of him then.
Hmm. Oh, did you ever see the Prestige?
Yes.
That was cool.
One of the biggest mindfuck endings of all time.
Yeah. Which is one reason a transporter could never work.
If that paradox wasn't figured out. Now, here's the ugly question, Dan. Is there any data on that machine that you can't lose?
Yes.
All right. I didn't hear anything, but I think you mouthed yes.
Indeed, yes. There is everything on this machine I cannot lose. I cannot format the hard drive. I cannot reinstall Windows. And at the moment, I can't boot Windows. However, there is an alternative which means that I will be minus about a month's worth of data.
Well, my other question is, do you have another computer that is bootable?
Oh, yeah, but I can't get into here.
Well, and I'm not talking about a solution for tonight. I'm talking about just a solution to try to get your data back, kind of a deal. What kind of hard drives are in this computer that is not wanting to boot currently?
He's holding up.
You see this thing?
External.
This is a clone about a month ago of what's in there right now on a PCLE. Now, it might not work because it's a larger capacity drive than what is the C drive in this computer. The one that's in this computer is 4 terabytes, and it is actually 3.4757, something like that. This one is close to being an entire 4, even though it's supposed to be a 5. It may not reclone, but I can't even do that without the damn thing booting up.
Well, what I was going to say is it like a regular IDE drive in there, or a SATA drive, or is it solid state? You know.
It's a PCLE card, like a stick of gum.
Okay.
Yeah. With 64 fucking gigs of RAM. It was, until earlier today, blindingly fast. It's not overheating. Matter of fact, it's not even warm. I can take the box apart and reseat everything once again, which is a pro computer builder trick. Even if you haven't dropped it or moved it occasionally.
Well, there's always vibration going on within a machine anyway. Fans, everything else is going on.
Yeah,
There's going to be vibration. Things can loosen. So it could have been something like that. Were you guys getting any storms through the area where there might be a lightning strike that might have hit near the area where there might have been a surge that didn't finally take its toll and make it take its last breath until today?
The last severe storm we had was quite possibly last weekend.
Okay. Still the possibility of a surge that might have caused something to go funky, that it just finally took its time to take its death knell. But the computer's still booting, so
Well, it's not booting. It's
okay. It's
beginning
semi booting. It's at least going through the Windows recovery options.
occasionally. I have to hit the reset several times before it will do that, but and because I have no idea which password it requires, I mean, seriously, I've tried all the obvious suspects. Oh, hell, I've tried the simple one, the complicated one, and the really insanely complicated one. And either it's getting the account wrong, and it's trying to get me to put in a password that doesn't exist because it's the wrong damn account. If I knew whether it was a Microsoft account or if it was some, it said something about, oh, this is for administrator. I'm going, I use the same damn password for everything. Um,
Just for grins. I like grinning. Grinning is fun. Leave the password completely blank and hit enter.
it just says this field has to be
Okay.
filled out. I've left it for about 30 minutes now on the gray screen of death. Um, let's give it a little rest. Turn off all exterior influences, which would be external hard drives and the camera. And just let it sit for a minute and go, hey, we're not doing anything now. Let's chill. Because my rubber mallet is in the van and I'm not going outside this time of night to get it. It'll be the thing within an inch of its existence, which I would like to do right now, but I don't really want to do because up to this point, for the last, how long we've been doing this? 3 years, 4 years? I have a really good PC.
Yeah, 4 years.
Mm. Well, I could have come in on the laptop, but I don't have admin access on the laptop. I could have come in on the can never be updated Windows 10 computer. I don't have admin on that computer.
Well, Dan, if you want to log in on that computer on the laptop, I can get you the admin. Actually, I think hold on. I think hold on a minute. Let me find it.
I've got your email address here to log in.
No. Give me just a minute. Log into Windows or log into StreamYard with your Vila. And it should send you an email with the code.
But we both have accounts. Isn't that going to send me the code for my account?
No, you're listed as a
Yeah, if you're an admin for that account, like it's me, Bachman, Nick. We're all admins for our StreamYard account. So, well, our StreamYard.
Are you admin on their accounts?
For the one channel, yeah. Technically it's a series of channels, but yeah.
I mean, is Dan a member?
On theirs, or
no.
on ours, no. On your guys', I don't know.
Their stuff, no. Just Joe Dog. All right. Well, anything is.
Yeah, if you have a seat, then you can log in with your own and have all the special powers you need.
Yeah, he has a seat as one of the four.
Okay.
Yeah, we did that when you bought into the channel.
Log in with Google or continue with email.
Yeah, continue with email. Use your Vila at America, whatever your.
America.net, yeah.
Yeah.
And please check my email for 6-digit login code. Here we go. Let me pull up Thunderbird and go, what the fuck are you playing at? And I would pull it up here, but no, this doesn't work. Come along, pond. Please get the notice out of my way. I know I've got new messages.
Rich.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and Rich, you literally can.
Well, technically that'd be unscrewing it, but yes.
I got to change out my hot end on my printer because it's gave up the ghost. That's why it looks like this. But this is 4 days of trying to print it.
I have no
Damn.
upcoming streams.
So that's why it looks the way it is, and it fits it perfectly. Yeah. It's going to be an award for somebody.
There's nothing there.
It should have sent it to you.
No,
Make sure that it did not
I'm
go to your
in
spam.
StreamYard. It's telling me to create a new show.
Oh, 1 second. So left-hand column under StreamYard, there should be a drop down. It probably says My Team. If you hit that drop down, see if there's another one that has whatever Joe Dog named his team. Like in mine, I see my team and I see Indie CD.
Whatever did I name the team?
I don't know what I named the team. My account, members, team settings. Team name is SOC.
Not doing anything. Nope. It's trying to go through my own channel rather than yours.
Okay. Well, log in using my email, and I'll get over there and get the link.
I don't see a way to do that. Not on the laptop. I mean, I could duplicate what we're doing right now on the laptop, but it doesn't mean I could log in. This is intensely frustrating. All right. I have reached the limit to where I could probably chew nails and spit barbed wire. So let me relax and let's just continue as we are
All righty.
with a working form. And maybe in the next week, I can figure out how to get this box going again.
Well, Dan, looks like I'm gonna have to print something out for you.
Ultimate loser.
Yeah, this right here.
No.
You see what it says, don't you?
Yes. And I've been cousin it for a long time.
No. Screw it.
No, it's screw IT, which is about the problem I'm having at the moment. What does my account say? Not any fucking
Rich.
We'd probably be a lot less angry if people would screw us.
No.
Oh, speaking of Crow, how is a little bit doing?
They are doing pretty good. It's
Oh yeah.
Friday was kind of rough. Taking them to their physical therapy we did not realize that their brace had shifted. So as we were coming around a corner, physics motherfucked Crow, and Crow motherfucked physics at the same time.
You got some
Because
explaining to do, Lucy.
with the centrifugal force of going around the curve, it put pressure against their leg and the brace. So they had a vocabulary that was very close to mine.
Well, they are their father's child.
Yes, they are. But the beautiful thing is, after the surgery, without doing any physical therapy yet, their knee is actually back to where the surgeon originally had wanted it to get to. Because after their fall with their knee, they couldn't straighten their knee back out. They can get it like 3/4 the way there, but trying to go anything past there just hurt so badly it wasn't even funny. So it's already back to where the surgeon wanted it to get, so they don't have to do any surgery to, or not surgery, they don't have to do any therapy to get them to be able to straighten their leg anymore. They just need to give them the therapy to be able to repair everything in that area so that that knee will actually hold their weight again.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't nearly as much work as the surgeon had feared. So yeah, they've been laying in bed, and it's last night. So Friday into Saturday, I had forgotten. Well, the physical therapist took some of the other gauze pads and stuff like that was between the ace bandage and the actual stair strips and stitches and all that out. And then when they wrapped it back up, they kind of half-ass wrapped it back up, so it wasn't as firm as it should have been. So it actually had started to slip down. So they mentioned it Friday night. I'm like, we'll worry about it in the morning, because Misty and I were both already in bed. We were too tired to be able to see clearly, and with the way everything was set up, Crow. If Crow manages to toss and turn in their sleep, they'll get a gold star and an A for effort, and a shot to deal with the trauma afterwards. But nobody reminded me this morning that I needed to readjust the ace bandage and the brace. So I was already out at the park when Misty messaged me saying, you didn't readjust the brace? And I'm like, fair. So I immediately called Crow. I'm like, I'm sorry, kiddo. I'll get it as soon as I get home. So as soon as I got home, I peed and then took care of that. Because I figured they'd prefer me to do that rather than, wet their carpet trying to adjust their brace.
I have had to make that decision before in my life. Do I do something important, or do I soil the carpet while I do something important?
And when I told Zach, and then when I told Crow, what my choice was, they're like, good point. But yeah, so they're doing good. They did not have to dip into any of their pain meds today beyond the baby aspirin that was um, prescribed for um, making sure that no DVTs form while they're fairly stuck, laying down for the most part. So,
Oh, well, that's good. Now you don't have to say, but how did they mess their knee up?
so in their Earth and Space Science class, they were doing a game that was test prep for an upcoming test, and it was a combination of quiz bowl kind of thing and Bozo's buckets. So they had a crumpled up piece of paper that they would have to be asked a question, they'd answer the question, and then they would shoot for this um, waste paper basket, and trying to score points and stuff like that, to for whatever type of thing that the teacher was going for. And I know that they were doing it as gamification to try to get the kids out of their own way, so that it's not learning, it's playing a game and it's trying to score things. So that just kind of helps it click for them a little bit better. But they were crossing the classroom, and all of a sudden their knee is like, "No, fuck you, gravity works." And their knee popped and they dropped. So turns out that their knee had a subluxation, which was a partial dislocation, and then coming back in. And then they fell a couple more times in the next couple of weeks and things like that. And it's just a comedy of errors with all of that stuff right there. And then finally we got in to see an actual orthopedic surgeon, and yeah, they put a brace on it, and what, a month or two went by, really wasn't having the effect that the surgeon wanted. Surgeon took another look at some things and was like, yeah, with the way things are going, the fact that it keeps popping, we got to go in and we got to do some surgery to go ahead and stabilize that knee joint. So
All right,
that's what the
I got
surgery
to
was stabilization.
I got to run down the hall. I'll be back in just a minute, guys.
Okay.
But so yeah, so that's the ballad of Crow's Knee.
All right. Either I figure out what freaking password this damn thing wants, or it's a brick.
Either the computer's a brick or you're going to go get a brick.
No, no, I've got plenty of hammers, including a very large one. Um, Thor would be proud. Um, it's asking for the account under my name, not my alias. have no idea.
Okay, I'm back.
I have absolutely
Oh,
no idea.
Rich, I just had another evil thought. It's so evil I won't even do it.
That's going to be pretty decently um, specific there.
Rum soaked sugar free gummy bears.
Sir, you interest me strangely.
there's only a couple flavors of uh, sugar-free gummy bears that I don't like, and I do not have the same interaction with sugar-free gummy bears that a lot of other folks do. Um, so no pun intended. I can sit there and eat those like candy.
Mm. Yeah, but the poor sap sitting next to you can't.
Oh, that would be even more cruel too.
So drunk you can't get up and walk.
Well, no, they're them sitting there watching me just pop them like they're nothing and not realize anything's going wrong, and then yeah, they get soused off of it, and then they're so drunk they can't even walk, and then sugar-free gummy bears, normal um, uh, digestive interactions with normal people kick in.
Dan, best way to describe sugar free gummy bears? No, look up the Amazon reviews for sugar free gummy bears.
Why?
Karen Carpenter would have really enjoyed their effect.
Hmm. Um, ordinary gummy bears have a catastrophic effect on my digestive tract. If sugar free are worse, I would rather not know and don't intend to try.
Yeah,
Sugar-free
that
gummy bears have a laxative effect on many folks out there.
that that is actually something on my banned list for room parties at Hallowcon.
Um, let's just say, uh, like a certain brand of potato chips that come in a canister, they offer the option of no, I won't eat these, or hey, I'm going to have an explosive decompression in about 15 minutes.
You know, they
We
say
need
that
to eject the core before there's a meltdown. We need to eject the core before there's a meltdown.
Too late.
Rich, you know they put a lid on those, and somebody said you're only supposed to eat like 4 or 5 of those at a time. Why do they even put a lid on them? Because
Why
I've
did
never,
it? Why do they not come in detachable sections so you only get 4 or 5?
they do. Pretty much, Zach.
Um, it Zach, like I said, it's more a matter of explosive decompression. Um, believe me, if you are not eating them while you are on the toilet, you will wish that you had been. However, I do have these. actual, for real jelly babies, and they are um, everything that gummy bears are not, um, which includes good and doesn't mess with your metabolism in ways that would make you order tons of extra toilet paper online. And I'm sounding like I'm really drunk, but I'm not. I should be, because I'm trying. I'm really trying. Uh, oh God, if I can't get this damn thing fixed in the next week, I cannot do Aphelion. The other computer does not have access to the files. Um, I used to could limp along, but no, not now. Um, this has been my workhorse for 4 years now, and it's been a very dependable workhorse until tonight. So I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know how to fix it. I just keep trying, and nothing works because I don't know what password the bloody thing is asking for. I've tried all the obvious ones, and none of them work. I don't have any really weird ones that I could try. Um, and it won't let me change accounts either. Um, that might be the problem. Is trying for an account under my name when it is one of my aliases instead of my actual name. And make of that what you will. National security Nazis or whatever you are. It's times like this when I wish I had not given up all the recreational things that I used to do while I was in college, but definitely have never done since.
Well, you don't have that drug test anymore. It'd probably help you calm down a little bit.
Yeah, but what about? I need that $100 a week or $200 a week now, according to inflation. I haven't checked to see what it would cost. Um,
Well, if I was something about CBD makes me puke like shook can of beer, so I can't do it.
CBD used to help with my arthritis quite a lot, but I got worried that it would show up on a work-oriented drug test, even though it shouldn't. Uh, the, I mean, the convenience store at the end of the road has CBD gummies, and I'm going, if that would help with my pain, I'd be glad to have it. Or if there's one to help with stressing over improperly functioning devices, not Redworm related in the slightest, Donna. Hush. Um, Carl, please don't giggle. Um,
I might have to turn that off. I have, the lights set through my spy
Mhm.
bar, and if you don't move, they've got built-in motion sensors, and they begin to dim down.
Thinking you've nodded off.
Yeah.
Hey, just reprogram them to look for my bald spot. Wait, I don't have one yet, but I will have soon.
Now, did y'all just see it dim down again?
Sorry,
Alexa,
closed.
turn on show light. Turn show light up to 30%. Alexa, turn show light up to 30%. Alexa, turn show light to 50%. There we go.
Yeah, it brightened up.
Yeah, about this time of night it starts dimming down.
Yeah, because it expects you to go to sleep. Alexa, play Allman Brothers.
Oh, Dan, what the fuck?
Evidently, she doesn't understand my accent.
Alexa, turn on office light. Dan, you're the music genius here. Do you know the lyrics to Jessica by the Allman Brothers?
There are no lyrics. It's an instrumental, you idiot.
Actually, I did that one time, and somebody posted a comment with a link to YouTube. There are lyrics to Jessica, only performed rarely and live.
Good Lord, I never knew that.
I didn't either.
I knew there were lyrics to Sweet Melissa, but not Jessica. That's supposed to be one of their
Jam songs.
yeah one of their strongest instrumentals. Uh,
I found on Eda Peach, I think it's called Mountain Jam.
yeah,
I found it on YouTube, the complete song. I used to listen to it through 8-track. And there's nothing like getting a song stuck in your head and thinking thunk.
as the 8-track switches tracks. Yes,
As
indeed.
part of the song.
Uh, and 8-track tapes are the same width as old-fashioned reel-to-reel tapes.
Yeah.
And if you have a deluxe reel-to-reel, you can listen to all of the individual tracks on an 8-track restrung on reel-to-reel. Or you could do something stupid like I did.
My late cousin was a musician. He had an 8-track 8-channel recorder.
Oh, good God. That would be a certifiable antique right now.
Oh yeah,
And it would be in demand. You could probably get some good money for that.
yeah. It's long gone. But yeah, he was showing me one time. Um, he he could record on one channel and let the other 3 channels or 7 channels play.
Yeah. Um,
So he could go in and keep layering the music together
yeah.
and then play it back as one, 8 track, play it, play the song completely through the 8 track and record it to a stereo reel to reel.
Yeah. I understand completely.
Had a little recording studio in his bedroom.
Um, there are all kinds of tricks you can play, especially when uh, you find you have an 8-track tape that will no longer play in an 8-track tape player because it is that old, and you've got a reel to reel with an extreme selection of speeds. I mean, more than the usual number of speeds you can make the tape spin at. And you can record something on one track of the formerly 8-track tape at a high speed and have what was previously recorded. If you play the entire thing back in stereo, you have your bit that you added and the original, which is in slow mo. I have a couple of things up on Bandcamp right now where I did exactly that.
Wasn't recording in slow mo what made David Seville rich and famous?
Um, well, recording in slow mo and then playing back at full speed, yeah. Um, the Chipmunks are one of those uh, phenomena that doesn't seem to be ever able to go away.
Oh, it has now. The kids today don't even know what they are.
No, because they have something called Nightcore, which is basically the same thing, just with more um out there music.
I thought you said night court.
I know Nightcore.
Oh, okay.
So basically, it's more gothy, metal-ish type music, but it's the exact same freaking thing. It's my kids were listening to it one day, and I'm like, when the hell did the Chipmunks go metal? But that's all it was. Is it's metal and goth and that kind of music, just played at uh well recorded at a lower sample rate, so that played back at a normal sample rate, it sounds like
Freaky.
excuse me, like the Chipmunks. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, when you said night court, You know Brent Spiner. You know they've rebooted Night Court.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Doing phenomenal. I mean, they actually kept the same format. A lot of callback to the old show. The girl that played Bernadette on Big Bang is the judge, and she's Harry Stone's daughter.
Melissa Rauch playing Abby Stone.
Yeah. Brent Spiner's coming back.
Thought he already had.
Well, no, he reoccurring role all next season.
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah. I commented on the I would love to see Delancey come back, make special appearances as Dan's evil brother. John Delancey.
Yeah.
You don't think they would make that would make the perfect he would make the perfect evil Dan?
Dan's pretty much the evil. Well, okay. I haven't seen a whole hell of a lot of the new one. Um, but I mean, Dan for the most part in the original series. I know now he was the public defender instead of the prosecutor.
Yeah.
But
Well, the premise of the story is Dan got married, found the woman he loved, got married, settled down, been married for like 25 years. Wife got cancer and died. And it chilled him. He's the I don't care anymore. No. And many of the people that come up, he goes, "We plead guilty, Your Honor." No, we don't. But when I made that comment, there was a response that came back that said, that could be a possibility. Guess who the commenter was? Brent Spiner himself.
Hey.
nice.
Oh, Joe Dog, you want to do the announcement?
Do what?
You want to do the announcement?
Oh,
Yeah, I've been so wrapped up in all this
about
bullshit.
2 weeks. No,
Yeah.
no. It's going to be a surprise.
Okay. Okay. Well, if I ever get the computer running again,
Yeah, you're going to move Last Man to 11 o'clock next Saturday, right?
yeah, next week, yeah,
So everybody can get into bed.
it'll be 11 o'clock on Thursday and then 11 o'clock on Saturday night instead of 1 a.m. next Sunday morning. If I have a computer that'll actually let me do anything.
Well, once you get it fixed, just holler at me. We'll get everything straightened out.
Well, I've actually got um, a way to do Aphelion.
You don't have a 10-minute countdown, do you?
No, I don't do. I don't have anything.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I don't have ops. I can't do anything.
No, I'm looking over here at your brand. You don't have a 10-minute countdown.
No, I don't. But it is about 8 minutes till 3 a.m., which means we've been on for about 2 hours.
Yeah. And your thing is the LMS Outro 3, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Thought I had it renamed with the date, but probably I have not.
Yeah, I started the show with this one because I saw it sort of fit your technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Predicament.
Oh, son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?
Yeah. That's pretty much how I feel right about now.
So I sort of got to watch the time. Yeah. Well, we got about a minute to wrap it up. So.
Well, let's just go ahead and do that. I think I found a way to
patch around it.
Not the shows. No, I found a way to make sure that I can actually do Aphelion next Sunday if this computer does not cooperate between now and then.
Right.
It will not be easy. It will be a whole hell of a lot more work than I normally have to do.
All right.
It is possible.
All right. Look, close your show, Dan.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Transmission overload. System will shut down. System will shut down. System will shut down.